Begin?
Yes, I want to.
Alright.
I want to introduce my signature.
What the hell
This is my signature
wrong
now.
with this guy? Oh my god.
Hi guys, welcome to FPL Chat on TR Table Pod. My name is the FPL Guru. And with me today is my boy. No, introduce yourself. I'm the FPL Guru. Introduce yourself.
With this
Anyways, he's scared. So, I think we.
I'm the FPL Guru's master.
Okay, we shall see as we discuss FPL today. So, when we didn't, of course, you know, it was international break and we took a week off. So we are back and FPL is back, EPL is back. So there's a lot to talk about from last game week and the coming game week. Also a bit of the international break. I don't know if any player got injured or stuff like that. Varane. Oh yeah, Varane. I don't think anybody had him. Did anybody have him?
Nobody would influence.
Oh,
Shaw, Wan-Bissaka if you have him.
Yeah. Sorry to you if you have Varane. So just start planning. Or if you don't have, if you have Man U assets, especially the defenders, start planning. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your weekend of FPL. So
Yeah, so I'm finishing up with this.
so yeah, game week 7. Actually, you know, after game week 6, we thought game week 6 was bad, and you know,
last week was terrible,
man, game week 6 was really
feel like
horrible.
With the it's Ole. I feel like Ole killed us for start.
But before we go into that, do you was game week 7 your lowest scoring game week so far?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 44. I think so. But I mean, as long as I was above the average, I was fine.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to ask if you were above average.
No,
Yeah,
of course,
the average was 38. I think is the lowest average. I checked.
This
Yeah,
season,
it was the lowest average this season so far.
was poor. I feel like a lot of people captain Ronaldo.
Yeah,
And
that really affected. That really affected.
And then with the Alonso switch, then Lukaku not scoring.
Lukaku not scoring.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people did not captain Salah obviously
Yeah.
because they play Man City.
We'll play Man City. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you've mentioned Man City, like I want to know, do you think we are not utilizing Man City players well? Because I think if you ask maybe 5 people or 10 people, maybe only 2 would probably have 1 or 2 Man City players, and that is down to Pep Guardiola. Of course, I understand.
It's a risk because of the Pep leg, but there's a couple of players that are always for sure to start, like Cancelo, for example. He would always start because they don't have like a left back, so he's always, and then he always goes forward. Then De Bruyne is back, of course. De Bruyne is expensive, but I feel like right now the only person that plays constantly is Bernardo Silva. Yeah, so maybe it might be a good time. They were playing Torres at one point, Ferran Torres, but for the last 2 or 3 games now he hasn't played, and then it means that knowing Pep, he might be back to start.
Yeah, I think someone mentioned it the other day that if you know Pep very well, every season there's a player that is always playing, and it's funny that it's Bernardo Silva now because he wanted to sell him.
Yeah, well, it's because he didn't get Kane, obviously. So now he's playing a formation that he probably wouldn't have played if he got Kane. So now he's playing the 4-3-3 with Jesus, Foden, and Silva. So
yeah, okay. So seeing that the regulars, like, you know, when I say the regulars, I mean like the Ronaldos, the Lukaku, Antonio, that, you know, everybody will usually want, you know, captain and then hope to get them points, didn't score or didn't give as much points as you would want. Would you say this last game week was a week for differentials? I know Salah scored.
Yeah, I mean, you can consider Salah a differential in a game against Man City.
Right?
So if you were captaining Salah, it's a risk because a lot of people were not captaining him on that day. So that's a differential.
Before we go far, I want to ask a question, right? So when we talk about people, when we talk about a balanced team, do you think it's possible for someone? I mean, when I say balanced team, like, you know, with all the goalkeepers, the defenders, the, you know, like 7% owned by managers and all, do you think it's possible for you to have Ronaldo, Lukaku, Salah, Fernandes and still have a balanced team?
No, that's tricky. No, you can't. You can't have a balanced team. You would probably have, because if you're going to have a balanced team, you need defenders that at least go forward and maybe get you, even if they don't keep a clean sheet, maybe get you points by maybe going to Nord or maybe going to Cross. So if you have those 3-4 players at the same time, there's no money left for you to get decent defender. You probably get cheap defenders that are squad players, but no, it'll be very difficult. You might get one defender, but then what happens to you when that one defender has like a bad day or does not play? Then
so going by the turnover from Ronaldo and Lukaku in the last couple of games, maybe 2 games, right? I think 2 games. Do you think if you own Lukaku and Ronaldo, do you think you will be considering letting one go and just sticking to one, because it's a lot to have both and then?
So the problem with it is, logically at this point in time, you should sell Ronaldo and buy Lukaku because of Man U's run of fixtures, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem with that is Ronaldo is Ronaldo. He hasn't given you enough reason to sell him because he didn't play that match. He didn't start that match. And then every other match that he has played, that in quotes, he was not supposed to score. He scored either ways. But logically, you should keep Lukaku because there's a cheap run of fixtures. Lukaku would come through. Ronaldo, however, he might not get enough service because we're not playing well from the back. So I feel like FPL wise, you should invest that money in maybe your midfield and then get a cheaper defender, a cheaper striker.
Okay, makes sense. I was looking at Arnold, on my way here, because I know he didn't play against Man City because he was injured, right? So up till now, he still has that red thing on top of him. So do you think?
I think he would.
It's 7.5.
No, I think he would play because when they asked Klopp, he said he would miss the game before the City game, and then he would get a rest. That he's not sure he would make it to England. I mean, the coach says he's not sure he'd make it to England. It means that a player could.
So, from your team, who was your top performer from your team last week? I mean, let's not count Salah.
Other than Salah, it was quite a horrible week. But it was a horrible week. But I think the guys that gave me points was just Sanchez, my keeper, 6 points. And then Duffy and Janssen. Those are the rest gave me 2. Yeah. I've had him since, yeah. The rest were just 2, 3, 2, nobody else.
I think Jimenez did well for me. Sanchez, Livramento gave an assist, but he conceded 3 goals. Oh yeah, I'll take that.
It was a poor week.
So do you think, saying Arsenal? I want to talk about Arsenal, not because I am an Arsenal fan.
This is FPL.
I think they are doing very well. So clean sheets everywhere, left, right, center. They don't concede. As do you think, would you consider getting Ramsdale or any of Arsenal's defenders?
Yeah. So if I would get, most of my thought processes for defenders are usually wing backs.
Wing backs, yeah.
Because I'm never really sure of a clean sheet per se. So I usually would go for wing backs because they could assist, could give the person whatever. So if I would go for an Arsenal player right now, it would be someone going forward. Tierney, someone going forward that just in case, because if they keep a clean sheet and he gives an assist, that's like double.
I also think another player to watch out for maybe play with the idea of getting at Arsenal is Smith Rowe, because he gets into positions.
One of those two, he's like the 10. Smith Rowe or Saka, you would get points from them.
Yeah.
In terms of expected goals and value for FPL points right now, you would go with Smith Rowe.
You
go with Smith Rowe.
Yeah. So I think Odegaard is more of that Nasri, when you create for the final person that gives the person that gives the final pass. Yeah. So are we still staying away from Kane Son? I don't know.
So I mean, you cannot. The thing with Kane is, I can't buy Kane until he has started scoring, because you're just tying down a huge amount of money that you can be using. That's an FPL don't. You can't just tie down money on somebody that you're hoping. FPL is you play based off of form. Even if he scores 3 goals tomorrow, I probably will not buy him until he scores again in that game.
Okay.
So until, because it's a lot of money. I think it's about 12.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to hold on one player that's not giving you.
Like, I'm also not ready to take
any
risk on Kane.
If you're going to take someone from Spurs, Son.
Yeah, I'm also not ready to take any risk on. I don't think I'm even going to do that this season. Kane should just stay where he is. Let me stay where I am. Let everybody be minding their business.
I would go with Son.
I still have Ronaldo, so I'll still keep Ronaldo. I feel like, in those games that you mentioned, Ronaldo is unpredictable.
Yeah, Ronaldo
he can just
is a big
come
game
and then
player.
just pop.
That's why he hasn't given you enough reason to.
However, Pogba, my brother. Okay, so just be ready, because after this game week you are gone. Yeah, after this game week he's gone.
I never had him.
Then so let's talk about the current game week. Like, who are you tipping to be the top performer or a top performer? Maybe from your team or generally someone that you don't.
So I'm looking at the match between Southampton and Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
it's going to be end to end.
There's going to be a lot of goals. Then also the one with, it can go either ways. West Ham and Everton. Yeah, that's a game where you know that Antonio, he would bully the defenders. Yeah. But then again, because they're going forward, it means that Everton would go forward. So so there's options. There's the Kouroué, there's Townsend, there's Gray. I don't know if Calvert-Lewin is back, because he could be back for that. If he's back for that, that's more. Then on the other side, there's still options for Cresswell and Co to bump forward, and Soufal with Ben Rama. So there's options for a lot of goals in that game. So I'm looking at either Ben Rama, Gray, Townsend. So if you have got any of those players, I feel like those players should be starting. I feel like
I was going to touch on Ben Rama, but you've said it. Or I was going to ask you if you think
So with Ben Rama, I feel like he probably has maybe 1 or 2 games left in my team. Yeah. So because I've kept him for a bit, and then I initially sold him. I sold him when Rafinha injured, and all of a sudden Rafinha was not injured. So I was already done with him anyways. I only brought him back because there was no value for actually brought in Sarr. But I think after this game, if he doesn't return, I probably kick him out.
Yeah. Let's quickly touch on wild card. So Uncle B, I just saw that you used your wild card.
That's why I was able to flourish. And
I played mine since, and then I was going to ask a question regarding wildcard. Do you think a lot of managers play wildcard because everybody is playing it? Yeah. Yes. Do you think a lot of people play wildcard because everybody's playing it, because they need to?
Not necessarily. I feel like it's when you need to. You can't, because if your team, if you already have a winning team, you see no need to play the wildcard.
Yeah. So
if you're doing well, you won't see need.
I have a couple of teams everywhere here and there. As far Man City owner, I have teams that I bought everywhere. So I think I played wildcard in one of my teams because I'm just like, let everybody's play. Let me just play it. And I played it, and it has been horrible since then. It has been horrible. I managed, like before, that team, we're doing well. We're doing very, very well. But now, when you overthink,
it boils down to the manager. You're just like, Ole.
No. This is Pep Guardiola. This is Pep Guardiola. You know how Pep Guardiola played Chelsea in the final without a DM. It's the same thing that I did. I was overthinking. So, but yeah, so quick one. If you have another wild card now, who are the players you would love to bring in? Like,
straight up, Chelsea players, Lukaku. I'll bring back Trent because I know that they're going on a good run of fixtures. Who else? I'll still keep Salah regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll keep Jota because Firmino is back. Alonso, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, speaking, you spoke about keeping Salah, and I want to ask Uncle B and Charles, like, if you are to predict a player, or if you are to say a player that you don't think you're ever going to sell from your team between now and end of the season. Salah too. So we're not selling Salah. Anyway, so that's we have come to the end of the FPL Chat on TR Table Pod. This show is sponsored by Akira Designs, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So and listen to the guru tell you who to captain. So we didn't speak about the captain. Don't worry, I'll just DM me. I'll give it to you because I don't want this guy to